M. Night Shyamalan is back with his newest film, Knock at the Cabin. Let's see if this thriller is worth your time. Hey everybody, my name's Justin here. I try to watch everything that hits theaters and on streaming services. If you guys are like me, go ahead and hit that subscribe button down below and click that bell notification for more up and coming content. While vacationing at a remote cabin in the woods, a young girl and her parents are taken hostage by four armed strangers who demand they make an unthinkable choice to avert the apocalypse. Confused, scared, and with limited access to the outside world, the family must decide what they believe before all is lost. So M. Night Shyamalan is a bit of a hit and miss for me. Some of his films that he has done are, I consider, some of the best films I've seen, like Signs and Unbreakable and The Sixth Sense. But then he has some really bad films like The Last Airbender and Happening. So going into it, my expectations were a bit low, like Old, which I thought was okay. Luckily, this one, it's one of his better films. It's not in like the top 5 for me, but I do think that it is a really solid thriller. What M. Night Shyamalan was doing within this film is creating a really tense atmosphere. When we have our characters that are introduced in the beginning, we are immediately jumping into the story of this young girl who encounters Dave Bautista's character, and he seems very welcoming at first, and then we learn the story of what these four armed strangers are doing, and is that they are trying to stop the apocalypse. And this couple and their daughter, they have to choose who are they going to kill, and if they don't do that, then we're going to have the apocalypse. Right away, the story creates that tense atmosphere. If it's with the dialogue or the limited setting or the way that the characters interact with each other, you get the sense that this apocalypse may happen. But as you watch the story unfold, you start to question these strangers and the family and if this apocalypse is actually a real thing. And when you start to question it, it's due to the dialogue between the characters. Dave Bautista and Jonathan Groff and Rupert Grint, the way that they are interacting with each other, they start to challenge each other. And dialogue back and forth between the characters is thought out and very sharp, to where you start to question, is the apocalypse real, or is this couple actually making some good sense about these armed strangers and them breaking into their home? Then you look at the armed stranger sides of thing and how calm they are at times, and you can see that they don't want to do this, but they are forced to do it. But the dialogue between the characters is what delivers those intense sequences, because you see the look on these armed strangers' faces, and they are very concerned with what they are doing, and it's really hard for them, but they actually believe in this apocalypse and how they're going to stop it. The film is only an hour and 39 minutes long, but it does not waste any time, and the pacing for it moves very smoothly. Like I said, it only takes place in this cabin, and we see this apocalypse on the television. Utilize the cabin to make it feel very small, and that adds to the intensity of this film. And the acting is really good as well. I was really impressed with Dave Bautista. I've been reading some articles and things that he's been saying that he wants to take on some more dramatic roles, and this is a solid role for him. I like his character and the way that he was introduced, and we learn a little bit about the armed strangers within the film, and we learn about Dave Bautista. Adds a new side to this character, but he believes in that apocalypse and what he is doing. And like I said, that dialogue and the way that the characters interact with each other, it adds to that development to the story, and I think that Dave Bautista handled it very well. He seems very calm at times and relaxed, and at times he's very intense, and I think that he handled that role really well. And Jonathan Groff and Ben Aldridge in the film, they handle their role very well. Very dramatic performances as they're trying to protect their daughter, and they start to question everything that is happening as well. And then there's that whole mystery of if the apocalypse is real, if the news on the television was created, if it's real or not. You're always on the edge of your seat wondering if it's going to be real or if it's just going to be a fake thing that these people had made up and they were just trying to force this family to kill each other. I did expect some like major twist at the end, since it is M. Night Shyamalan, and I was a little bit disappointed that there wasn't like this huge reveal of what was going on with the apocalypse, but I do like this film. I think it is a solid thriller. The atmosphere is very chilling from the beginning. The performances from everybody are really good. They challenge the story. The dialogue is intense between characters. I like Dave Bautista. Rupert Grint is in here. He's amazing in here. I can't remember the last thing I've seen him in since Harry Potter. I was watching the film and trying to think of something that he's been in since Harry Potter, and I'm just blanking on something. But if you like M. Night Shyamalan and some of his tense thrillers, I do think that you'll like Knock at the Cabin. It's not the best film that he has done, but certainly not his worst film by any means. I recommend checking it out if you are someone that's been following his career and you like some of those thrillers that he's done. It's the one that I think you'll like. So before I give you my score for Knock at the Cabin, make sure to check out my channel. Here I do movie reviews, trailer reactions, ranking videos, tier lists, all that fun movie related content that you see on YouTube. I do it all here, so hit that subscribe button and get it all in one spot. And if you like to see where Knock at the Cabin ranks amongst all the other 2023 releases I've seen this year, follow me on Letterboxd and there you can find my ranking. I'm gonna go ahead and give Knock at the Cabin a B+. Thank you guys for checking my review for Knock at the Cabin. Have you guys seen it by chance? What'd you think about it? Let me know in the comment section down below and stay tuned for more up and coming content like this. My name is Justin Watches Movies, and you guys stay classy, YouTube.